Mayor. I'm often struck that we often hear that people say the poor will always be with us as some way of excusing the fact that they are poor, but I don't think it gives us an excuse. I think that we're called to care for those folks that need that. And the way I look at this, I guess, is it's a pay me now or pay me later conversation. We either invest in our future and invest in those kids now, or we incarcerate them later and we pay for it there. It's not a matter of whether we're going to pay this or not. It's a matter of where we decide to invest that money. So I think it's really important to look at that. It's important to note, too, that, I think I appreciate your courage, and we already put in something like $40 million worth of services to the families already last year, and then adding another $20 million to that is fantastic. But I love the fact that we're talking about micro-targeting exactly where that needs to go. I like data-driven solutions because you can look at them and see if you're moving the needle or not, and I like the approach that we've taken here to taking a look at where these funds need to go, because I think that we all have impressions about where they need to go, but data takes away the prejudices and the opinions and puts in front of you the facts that are actionable. And I think that's what we've gotten here, and I think there's more that we can build on with what we've looked here. Commissioner Siplin, you and I are going to live through another couple more years sitting on here, so we can bracket this thing, you and I, and make sure that this moves forward. And the micro-targeting is also important. If you've got a child that's in crisis, you may have 5 kids, but if you have one that's in crisis, that's the one that's going to get your attention right now, then that's entirely appropriate. To say that each kid is going to get the same level of whatever it is that you have to offer them when the other 4 don't need it is not appropriate. So I take your point, and I got your back on this. So we'll still be here, you and I. And Mayor, thank you for your courage in this. And Commissioner Love, what you've brought to the conversation has really helped me understand it in a more specific way, and I appreciate you so much for that. And an interim commissioner could so easily just ride it out and make sure that the trains run on time, but you have been so much more than that, and you have my appreciation for your addition to this conversation as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so here's where we are. First,